Hi there. I have just a few things you need to know so that you have the very best experience possible as you do TAT. So first of all, here's how to do the TAT pose. You use your thumb and ring finger and lightly touch just above the upper inner corner of each eye. And you put your middle finger just above eyebrow level. Light touch, no pressure. So your fingers aren't way up by your eyebrows, they're way down, just above the inner corner of each eye. And then your other hand goes at the base of your skull. So your thumb is just above your hairline. You're not sticking your thumb in that notch back there. Your hand's just flat back there above your hairline, like this. The next pose to know is the heart pose. So all you do is put one palm over the other and place your hands at your heart chakra. That means close to your heart, but midline. And then the third pose we do is placing our fingertips around our ears. So we're encircling our ears and our fingertips are touching our head, but our finger pads are snuggled up to the backs of our ears. So your thumb's behind your earlobe and your pinky is up top where your ear attaches. Also light touch, no pressure. The next thing to know is that as you do TAT, you may notice thoughts come up like, I've been working on this my whole life. Nothing ever changes this. TAT can't work for this. Any thoughts you have that would make it so that the process itself can freely go ahead? They're like strong doubts or statements that are like, yeah, no way this is ever going to work. So whenever thoughts like that come up, what you do is you just add them into whatever it is you're working on. You don't try and push them aside so you can go ahead. You just let them be part of what is going to be transformed as you're doing TAT. So we call those stopper thoughts or stoppers for short. That's how you deal with those. The next thing to know is there's a phrase we use called the pot. It just means where we're putting all the things we're working on as we do TAT. You don't have to visualize a pot of any sort. You don't have to even visualize a place. It just refers to the fact that as you're doing TAT, maybe you start off thinking, okay, I want to work on this thing. And then maybe one of those stopper thoughts shows up, so you add it in. And then maybe later there's something kind of related, maybe a memory, you add that in. So where they go, we just call the pot. As you're doing TAT, the way to be is just notice what happens. That's it. And if it's nothing, that's fine. So you just allow that your attention goes where it goes after you've heard the step that is what you're focusing on in the moment. You just hear it and then notice whatever. You don't hold a hard focus. You don't try to make anything happen. You don't add anything to the process. You just hear what has been said while you're in the pose. Notice whatever you happen to notice. That's it. It's kind of like you're just coming along for the ride. One more thing I wanted to say too about the pose is your arms might get tired like this. They can always switch. If they're tired both ways, you can do the heart pose whenever you want, you can make those changes. And if you ever feel like there's too much buzz or energy or just any kind of discomfort, headache, immediately switch to the heart pose. And then during the steps, there's a portion of what's going on where we're talking to all the parts of you that are involved in this. So I'll be using the word I as I'm guiding you through this portion. And it means you are conveying to all the parts of yourself what I'm saying when I say I. And that's it. Enjoy your session. And I have all best wishes for you to feel wonderful by the end of this TAT session you do.